Hey everyone, welcome to Venture Forward. It's mid-May 2023 in southern Arizona. I'm doing something a little bit different this week. This week I'm publishing 2 videos, and because of that, this video that you're watching now is bound to be a little bit shorter than usual. Our Winnebago Revel had a leaky rear differential, which was my doing. The last time I had the van out in the backcountry a few weeks ago, I gently grazed a rock with a differential, and it was very gentle, but it was enough to cause the rear diff cover to leak. So I picked up a new diff cover from AGILE Off-Road, and I wanted to make a standalone video about it. I'll put a link to it in the description for this video. Now it's midweek, and pretty much as soon as I closed my laptop, I got in the Jeep and hit the road. While I don't know exactly where I'm going to end up, daylight is waning. All I know is I set my GPS to navigate to Patagonia, Arizona, and near Patagonia there's Coronado National Forest, where I'll hit some forest roads and try to find a place to spend the night. Great track, but I'm looking for that one telltale campsite, and I'm having trouble finding it. We have a water tank. I think I heard a cow. I'm back on a main forest road artery looking for a campsite. I passed a couple of viable options, but they were too easy. I like to go a little bit further and find a special site, but it's going to be a little bit tricky at night. These cow patties. Another option. This campsite seems pretty decent. We'll get a better look at it in the morning. But it's in a valley just off the forest road. There's a stone fire ring and a small creek. I'm all fed. I had delicious shells and cheese for dinner, and now I'm going to get some shut-eye. See you in the morning. It was very peaceful here last night. A lot of wildlife. I saw a small fox. There was a cow. There's a bird noise this morning. I got it on audio, but I didn't get video. I'm just taking a moment to savor the morning, and then I'm going to get going. I don't know if you can hear the fridge, but it sounds really sad. I haven't started the Jeep yet this morning. The voltage right now is 9 volts. I think this coming week I'm not going to release an adventure video because at the end of next week is Overland Expo West, and I'll be up in Flagstaff at the event. But earlier in the week, I think I'm going to look into RNG's electrical issues, see what's going on with the auxiliary battery, see if there's any weird draw coming from something. But I want to figure that out because the refrigerator isn't working through the night, the lights go dim, and my camera battery stopped charging, so I need to see what's up. I found a much nicer dispersed campsite, only about a quarter of a mile further up the road from where I spent the night last night. There are still some cow patties, but there's a beautiful sycamore tree providing shade and shelter, a primitive stone fire ring, and it's off the road a little bit. And yet another really nice dispersed campsite in this grove of trees. This is the best yet. I clearly didn't drive far enough up the road last night. I'm going to keep this one in mind. This would be a really nice spot to come back to in the van. Well, this spur ended unremarkably. Looks like there was some construction and rehabilitation here, and the road that my map shows is no more. Fortunately, it was only a mile or so long, so I don't have to backtrack very far. You could say coming down here was a mistake. This is awesome. I love finding stuff like this. Random dilapidated cabins deep in the backcountry with an unknown history and only accessible via horseback or four-wheel drive vehicle. Despite its condition, it does look like it's enjoyed from time to time. The stone fire ring looks like it was recently used, and inside there are a number of just random supplies. There are a few bunks, there's a makeshift stove for warmth, among other things. Beyond the cabin, there's still a couple miles of forest road, and the trail is getting somewhat overgrown. The trail's getting somewhat overgrown, hinting of disuse. Now, I could be wrong in this case, but whenever a trail gets like this, shows signs of neglect, it's usually a good indication that there's nothing particularly interesting up ahead. I did see one decent campsite so far up on this ridge, but not much else. And because of the condition of the terrain, I'm not getting my hopes up. The trail terminates on this secluded mountain saddle, and there's a stone fire ring, and it's pretty clear, so this would make a decent dispersed campsite. If you want privacy, you'll have that in spades. I don't think anyone's been here in a long time. But otherwise, it's pretty unremarkable. There's no view, and there's not much to do right here. There are far more interesting campsites at the lower elevations. Still, it was a fun four-wheel drive trek getting up here, but these last few miles are better suited for small vehicles like a side-by-side. I put a few more scratches on the Jeep, I think, mainly on my solar panel. Alright, let's head back down the mountain. I don't know what you picture when you think of southern Arizona, but it is very jagged and mountainous in places. My reaction when I see these mountains is still, wow, I can't believe this is here. Alright, I'm all aired up, I'm back on pavement, and I'm heading home. I'll be home just in time to enjoy dinner with Shannon. If you're interested in retracing my steps and experiencing these places yourself, my detailed GPS data is available to Patreon subscribers and to paid members of Venture4WD.com. Just a reminder, there will be no adventure episode next week on May 20th because that weekend we'll be at Overland Expo West in Flagstaff. Shannon and I will have the Jeep on display in the Creator area, so if you're attending the event, please drop by and hang out for a little bit. We'd love to see you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.